Well, hey guys, welcome back to my shop. My name is Dema, and in this episode, we're yet again gonna fix my dust collector. Let's go. So what I've got here is a Laguna CFLUX3. Now I've had this unit for about 5 years. Now recently the motor did fail and I did end up repairing it, and if you're interested in watching that, I've got a video on that, and the link will be down in the description. So now that the motor works fine, for the past year I've had this really weird issue where the unit would really turn on its own and run pretty much all night until somebody notices and comes turn it off. I did start unplugging the machine or just flipping the breaker in the circuit breaker box. Now that's kind of annoying. I really don't want to be doing that all the time, and having to remember that is really a pain in the So really two issues are happening right now. It turns on its own, and when I do turn it on, I actually can't shut it off. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the cover and inspect the inside and see if something needs to be replaced. Now don't forget to unplug the dust collector because you are dealing with 220 volts. So looking inside the control panel, it really doesn't look like there's anything obvious. At the electrical schematic here, I can see how this circuit board is actually operated. Now we have the contactor here that's turned on by a relay that is right here.
But Dad, how do you know it's the relay and not something else?
So I pretty much started going through the process of eliminating each component. I started off with the off switch. It's normally a closed switch, so I was able to use a continuity test. By pushing the off button, I was able to break the connection, which told me that the switch is okay. The next thing I tested was the contactor and the coil. Now with the dust collector running, I was able to check the voltage to the coil, and I was getting 240 volts. And by pushing the off button, I was still getting 240 volts, which told me that something else is still giving it power. So I moved on to the relay, which is next in line. So using some insulated pliers, I was able to pull one of the connections from the relay, which took away the 240 volts from the coil and shut the contactors off, powering the unit down. Now this pretty much told me that the relay is probably the problem. Now it could be something else, but at this point I'm pretty confident that it is the relay. So let's get the circuit board removed and replace the relay. Now before you disconnect anything, you probably want to take a photo so that way I can put everything back together the way it was. Now this does require some soldering skill. It's not just a plug and play, and if you're not comfortable, you could just buy the whole board from Laguna. I'll have the part number to that down in the description. It does cost about $40 versus $4 for just a relay. It all depends on how much your time is worth to you and how much time you're willing to invest into fixing your tools. To me, it's really rewarding and the knowledge is priceless. So now that I got the circuit board removed, we can start looking for the part number of the relay. Now usually they're engraved right on the side of the part, so let's see if we get lucky. So it looks like we do have a part number, which is a PCF124D2M. Now I've already found the component online. I did order a new one, so let's go ahead and desolder this one and solder in the new one. Well, it looks like I was able to fix another problem with the dust collector by myself. Now I did leave the dust collector plugged in for the last couple of days to make sure that I did fix the problem of it turning on by itself. So I'm really satisfied with the repair. So hopefully this dust collector is good to go and I won't have to repair anything else. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions or concerns about this video or any of my previous videos, feel free to leave a comment down below. Well, have fun in the shop, but be safe doing it. See you guys next time.